from Center City in Philadelphia, this is Fox 29 News at 10.
Unemployment does remain pretty high here in the United States, but if you're having trouble finding a job, there are some things you can do to kind of keep up your skills, help you find work. Fox 29's Lauren Cohn has more.
There may be a glimmer of hope for the nation's unemployed. Fewer people filed for unemployment compensation last week, and that's the second drop in 2 weeks. The Department of Labor says new applications for benefits dropped by 21,000. Now, this was the second lowest number for first-time claims this year. Economists say this trend would have to continue for a week more before we should see if hiring has truly picked up. Now, if you're one of the millions still unemployed, you're probably finding that you may no longer be qualified for the job you had before. More companies are doing more with less, and they expect you to keep up. So how do you stay sharp and ready? Joining me now is recruitment expert Harry Grenlund. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Hi, Lauren. How are you?
So how do we keep our skills sharp when we're out there looking for work?
Well, the biggest advice we can offer is to don't look at the job you had, look at the job that you're going to get. And if you've been out of work for a while, it could very well be that the skills required for that next job are different or in addition to the ones that you had. So stay current on what employers are looking for at all times. Even when you're employed, it's important to do that.
So you're reading the trades, you're taking classes. What if you're short on funds and you want to take a class?
Well, you know, there's a lot of education available through professional groups that are free online. There's online webinars. There's also networking with colleagues, right, who are employed or maybe have the skill set that you're after. I find if you buy someone lunch, they're more than happy to share their expertise and talk about what they do and how they do it.
I think it's a good idea when you're talking to people, ask for advice. The other thing I would imagine that people might come and talk to you about is trying to figure out what other skills I have. If it's not working in my current industry, what else could I possibly do?
Yeah, you know, and that's a common thing. Jobs get eliminated in recessions and they don't come back. You know, Bruce Springsteen wrote a song about it. The foreman says these jobs are going, boy, and they're not coming back, right? So it's important to understand that where you are in your industry. So keep a broader view than just your job and just your skill set, right? Take a look at the industry, broad trends in the industry. What are employers going to? You don't want to be the last stagecoach wheel repair person in the United States. As soon as cars were invented, right, you should have been working on rubber tires. So don't be that last stagecoach repair person in the U.S. Get to the next thing. The past is the past. Keep moving to the future. We always say learning leads your earning, so keep learning.
You know, one of the things I found when I've talked to people who are out of work is they say, you know, they have trouble finding the jobs once they've exhausted their network. Right. Some of these online places, they get discouraged. They don't know where their resumes are going, or they just don't know who's looking. What is the best thing for them to do? The way you will get a job is through your network, and you can't possibly exhaust your network. It just means you haven't thought of how to network beyond your comfortable network. So continue to network beyond your network. Go to meetings, go to clubs, go to professional organizations. There's always more people to meet, and the best way to find a job when you're having trouble is to get introduced to it by somebody in the network.